Good morning and welcome to episode 794 of Hard Factor. It is Friday, October 15th, 2021. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. We got Pat, Wes, and I'm Will. Mark is off today, chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool, shooting some b-ball outside of the school.
That's right.
And I'm realizing right now that I'm going to miss episode 800.
What?
Speaking of missing days. Yeah. So that's going to be Monday, October 25th. I'll pre-record a good morning if you guys want to use it, but I will be struggling and flying home from Baton Rouge after 3 days at like a rugby casino party.
I know we talked about not doing this, right? Which is like making decisions on air. But I'm saying I propose we make a 799A and a 799B.
Well,
see what I'm saying?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, 800. I know it's a big milestone. It's a big milestone though, and I know we're pushing for it. So, we could do 799 instead. I feel like 800 is a little bit more clean.
No, I agree. But what I'm saying is we the episode that would be 800 is 799A.
Oh, I see.
Right.
It's kind of like we did with the 700 for West, but I don't know if it really works. I think 800 is going to be the day, and then it's still going to be special, but I am going to be hungover on a plane.
Not as special. We'll talk about it.
Yeah,
I think that what we'll like. I don't think everybody's on for 500. Don't think everybody. I think by 1,000 we'll probably have all four on a milestone episode.
You never know.
I think
Probably. It seems
hope
to be the trend.
Yeah.
Could just take the day off. Fuck it.
that's true. Just delay it.
Just take the day off. Delete the no podcast.
We would never. The news never sleeps.
That's right.
Never. Speaking of never sleeping, follow at Hard Factor News on all social medias, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. If you can't sleep and you want to check out the content. Also, Patreon. Patreon.com/Hard Factor for all the bonus podcasts, including Florida Man Friday, the extended version today. What'd you boys talk about on there?
Oh, man. This guy that stole a truck, and then I guess there was a bunch of shit in the truck, like sledgehammers and a welder. Not sure if it was a MIG or a TIG. And cops picked up on his trail. So he started dumping. He shimmied through that little window, in the back of short cab trucks, and then just started dumping everything in the police's way, like it was like a Hanna-Barbera Crazy Race episode.
Sounds fun.
Lizard King again. Mark talked about.
Is that the guy who looks like a lizard?
No.
That's Lizard Queen.
He's the guy who smuggles like illegal snakes throughout the United States.
Right.
Yeah.
Just a
Yeah.
Large reptile specialist.
He sells turtles to China.
Yeah, he hasn't stopped.
No,
There's a book about him.
Yeah, he's a real menace. That Lizard King.
Yeah. Oh, you guys want to hear something horrible that happened to me yesterday? It's kind of gross.
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
So, I was gonna go on a walk with my son with my dog Joe. Other dogs were over at the girlfriend's house, and it's just me, Joe, and the boy. And Joe always stops and poops in this one person's yard. Like it's just that's just where he goes every single time. So I got these new bags that aren't as large, and they've got a tie on top of them.
Okay.
So he just lets out this just giant shit in this person's yard, and I'm like trying, and it's kind of like nasty, so I'm kind of like getting it out of the grass. It's not an easy pickup.
Oh, it's a loose one.
Yeah, it's like a slimy one, and my finger slips out of the bag, and I go to pick it up, and it just covers my thumb in shit.
Oh!
And my son is like, "Dad, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh my God!" And he starts like gagging in the middle of the street because it he's just like he looks at my finger covered. It's like, blah, blah.
It's a shit covered thumb.
And then this person pulls into the driveway right next to where we are and sees me with like my shit thumb. And luckily we're only like 5 minutes from the house. So I was like, all right, we got to go back to the house. I'm just walking with my shit thumb like to the house so I can wash my fucking with this bag of shit. It was awful.
You think your dog knew?
No, he had no idea.
He didn't know, huh?
No, he's just smiling and dumb.
It's never happened. It hasn't happened in, I mean, it's happened before, but not in like years. So
You should make the dog lick it off your thumb.
oh god,
He would have too. He likes you that much.
So gross.
So gross. You always pick it up, Wes?
Oh yeah, in the neighborhood.
If it's especially if it's a situation like that, I know the situation where a dog will always shit in the same yard.
Yeah.
You have to pick that one up because otherwise, then you're gonna just it's gonna be a thing between you and that neighbor.
Yeah, no, I always. The only time I don't ever pick it up is when I walk my girlfriend's Chihuahua, and her shits are like literally like like the size of like a pea pod, and if it's at nighttime because she like walks in people's yards and I can't find it and I don't feel like going with my flashlight, so then I'll leave it like occasionally.
Also, there's a big difference between park dog shits and neighborhood dog shits. Neighborhood dog shits definitely require more of a careful hand. When you're cleaning after it, or as a park, you can let a dog shit nearly anywhere unless it's in the middle of the trail.
Oh yeah, in the nature preserve, if they don't shit, if they're off the trail, it's staying.
You don't like when you're in a truck stop bathroom and you like take a piss and then you start walking out. Maybe there was a dude taking a piss to the left or right of you, and you're kind of like you're at the same pace getting out of the bathroom, and you break for the hand washing station, the sinks, even though that you don't want to wash, and then he turns around and then you jet out the door without washing, but he thinks that you wash. You don't ever feign like you're gonna pick up.
How do you fake it?
No.
Make eye contact and then just keep going.
No,
and then wait till they leave your sight.
Like if a neighbor sees you, make eye contact, be like, "Yeah, hey, crazy, we got to pick this shit up, huh?" And then start bending over slowly, and then as soon as they turn around, you're out of there.
Somebody could be window peeping you.
It's normally not that big of a deal, but normally it's an easy process. But on yesterday, it was a catastrophe.
It's terrible.
But you toss it in the community trash cans, right?
Oh yeah. If I'm the first trash can I come across in the neighborhood, it's going in.
Well, that's fair game, really.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Not to some guys. Anyway, what's up with the news?
Yeah, let's do it. Cup of coffee in the big time is up first.
Yeah, cup of coffee in the big time.
Holidays, history, and trending news. But first, a fun fact. Did you know that a single milk cow can produce 8 to 10 gallons of milk a day all by themselves? If you take that average of 9 gallons, that's 3,285 gallons a year, or 28,251 pounds of milk a year from a single milk cow.
Damn.
So shout out to Tim A and Dairyman Adam, all the other dairy farmers.
Is it average, or is that a pretty prolific cow?
I don't know. I just said, hey, Tim A, how much can one milk cow produce? And then he goes 8 to 10 gallons a day. That sounds like a range to me. That sounds like
that's
a pretty
amazing.
Yeah.
So do they keep them in some sort of post-pregnancy state? You know how
I don't know how that works. Is
the
it
lady has a baby, and when the baby stops sucking the milk kind of dries up?
Yep.
But the farmer's hand is acting as the baby's mouth, milking the teats. But do they need to get that cow pregnant and then suckling yearlings? What's a baby cow? A calf suckling calves, and then they pull the suckling calf away. And then
I'm not sure if that's how it works.
That sounds about right, Pat.
Yeah. So every milk cow is a mother, huh?
I think
maybe.
so.
Maybe.
I do believe so.
No virgin milk cows out there.
I'm not going to confirm that fact, but I'll go with Wes believes so.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah, that's good enough for me.
I always thought I could come close to maybe drinking a cow dry on a good day, but I guess that's not.
You drain a whole udder.
I thought I could drain a cow if on a good milk day, but there's no way that I can do that.
Get under there like a mechanic at a garage with one of those little scooter things on your back.
Yeah, I always thought it was doable, but that's
not
impossible.
even close.
Yeah.
You have to be a freak to drain a cow. 8 to 10 gallons.
That's a lot of milk.
So if you skip a day, it's fucked up, right? That's because I know people have said before, you gotta milk the cows. You gotta get in there daily and milk that cow.
Could you imagine 8 to 10 gallons of liquid just sitting in there? Oh, you'd be dying if you didn't get milked.
The producers.
Wow, that's impressive. All right. October 15th, holidays, and they are numerous. It is Blind Americans Equality Day, which after Sight Day yesterday, remember, pretty good. Glad they got it back.
They followed it up. That's nice.
Yeah, that's reactionary. That's 100%. That's a reactionary filing.
Well, who could blame them? Sight guys are just like showing off on October 14th.
Right.
And then
There's no reason that you're going to file for Sight Day, right? If everyone could see, it's you notice that some people can't see, and you're like, that sucks. We need to celebrate this can see shit.
yeah.
What do you think? What do you think the blind people think about those? Like I think like maybe blind people and colorblind people kind of had a little bond, but now they've got those glasses out there that colorblind people are no longer colorblind. Do you think that fucked up relationships between like
right.
now it's like now you're just one of them now.
Colorblindness isn't even really
Yeah.
because you got the glasses and you're all
Yeah.
done with it.
Now it's like when a deaf person gets the cochlear implant, they're like ostracized from the community.
Right.
Because they can hear perfectly in it. Again?
They can't, dude. Watch
Pretty
Sound
well.
of Metal. I thought that they could, but it's terrible. But essentially, they're saying, I don't want to be deaf no more. You deaf assholes.
Oh, like
now
you
I
can
kind of hear.
Damn. Well, today is the day for blind Americans and equality for them. It's also Breast Health Day. Ducera, don't know what that is, probably religious. Global Champagne Day, Global Hand Washing Day, I Love Lucy Day, International Day of Rural Women, Mammogrammy Day, My Mom is a Student Day, National Aesthetician Day, National Boss Day, National Cheese and Curd Day, or National Cheese Curd Day. Sorry, not cheese and curd, just cheese curd. National Chicken Cacciatore Day, National Grouch Day, National Latino AIDS Awareness Day, National Mushroom Day, National Pregnancy and Infant Loss Awareness Day, National Pug Day, National Roast Pheasant Day, Sewing Lovers Day, White Cane Safety Day, and World Student Day. So
I got to put a limit on these days.
they really do. I got to put a limit on it, but I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes there's just so many. I don't
Yeah.
know. And then the problem is, I'll tell you this: the problem is, you leave a day off, you hear about it. You like,
I mean,
you know,
that's a burden you might feel. I don't know.
Don't want to leave the National Cheese Curd Day. They'll be after you.
Well, like
yeah,
white
roasted pheasant day. What the
Yeah.
fuck? Dude, how many people have eaten roasted pheasant? Like 1 out of 1,000.
Yeah.
white
Yeah.
cane
Not
safety
even.
day is very important, especially with the fentanyl epidemic.
Yes,
I'd say 1 out of 100,000 people have eaten roasted pheasant.
that's the most fucked up day imaginable. It's like only big in South Dakota. All right.
Yeah.
Roasted pheasant day, everybody. Okay, today in history, October 15th. In 1581, the first ballet was commissioned and staged in Paris. Wow. Huge for the arts. Okay. In 1582, the Gregorian calendar was introduced in Spain. I guess not the first time, because we already covered that it was introduced on a different day for the first time. In 1815, Napoleon arrived on the island of St. Helena to begin his exile. So Napoleon had finally been kicked out of France.
I want to
Big day.
read about that, man. Like, I love the idea so much about exiling back in the day versus like going to jail. Instead, it was like, get your ass to this island. And for a guy like Napoleon, who's enterprising, you know, what is he going to do? He's going to build a fucking mini empire on St. Helena. It's just, I wish it was still like that. I would love to get exiled.
There's probably not enough islands. Do you think there's enough islands to send to exile all the people that need to be exiled?
There's a ton of archipelagios out there.
Yeah, there's a lot. Wasn't Napoleon from an island? He wasn't from France. I know that. He was from like
Corsica. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So what if they had like ankle bracelets, you know, that wouldn't let you off the island? And then you could replace jails with just all exiles.
I mean, that's what Australia is. But, I mean, yeah, it's better in jail.
Okay.
He escaped,
Yeah.
by the way.
It's also better than beheading.
It's true, but you might be lonely, exile,
Mm-hmm.
out there on an archipelago by yourself. 1969, the Vietnam Moratorium Day, where millions nationwide protested the war on October 15th. And then in 1993, Nelson Mandela and South African President F.W. de Klerk awarded the Nobel Peace Prize on October 15th. So, old Nelson Mandela, R.I.P. Okay, trending news. Honorable mentions. John Deere workers are on strike in a labor dispute. Thursday night football between Tampa and Philly will hopefully move the needle with over 52.5 points as well, happening while we tape. Also, the Russian Google Yandex is now moving into ultra fast delivery, grocery delivery in London. Might want to Yandex that if you're interested.
I mean, I was DMing with one of our listeners, I forget who, and they were saying that they got an offer to work at Yandex, and I was like,
it's legit.
You take that offer, man.
Definitely get in there.
Figure it out.
They got money. It's Russia's biggest tech company, and you heard it on Hard Factor first. What did they first do? Well, because there was something about you could look up the Epstein flight logs, but only if you Yandexed it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that could be it. It sounds right.
I think that's what it was. But yeah, anyways, now they're doing grocery delivery in London. Totally legit. Definitely get in there. Get on the ground floor. Number 3, Joe Rogan and Sanjay Gupta of CNN did a 3-hour podcast where they clearly got into it over the horse tranquilizer comments made by CNN and all kinds of other vaccine and coronavirus related stuff. Here is the 85 seconds of the podcast that really got the internet buzzing. Here it is.
I like that it's dangerous on a news network when you know that they know they're lying. You know that they know that I took medicine. Like, here it is. This is ivermectin.
You got
this
it with
right
you.
Here. Somebody gave it to me.
All right, hang on. I see. The thing is, we're like going so fast. Like I feel like I'm missing.
Do you think that's a problem that your news network lies?
Well, I don't.
Dude,
what did they say?
They lied.
What did they
said
say?
I was taking horse dewormer. First of all, it was prescribed to me by a doctor.
Yeah.
Along
they
with
shouldn't have said
a
it was
bunch
horse.
of other medications.
If you got a human pill, because there were people that were taking it, the veterinary medication, and you're not, obviously. You got it from a doctor, so that it shouldn't be called that. Ivermectin can be a very effective medication for parasitic disease. And as you say, it's probably, I think a 250 million people have taken it around the world.
More,
I get that.
Way more.
So
way more. Billions of people have taken it.
Can I just come back to the one I want to talk about? Two things on
you
the ledger.
You have, before we get to that, does it bother you that the news network you work for out and out lied, just outright lied about me taking horse dewormer?
They shouldn't have said that.
Why did they do that?
I don't know.
You didn't ask? You didn't think that was you're the medical guy over there.
I didn't ask. I should have asked before coming on
But they did
your
it with
podcast.
such glee.
No,
yes,
Joe.
they did. I watched.
Okay. So that was the part. And then Gupta went back on CNN with Don Lemon the next day. And then they were like, well, Don Lemon was like, I got to point out that ivermectin can be used on horses. And so like that's Don Lemon being like, we didn't lie. Technically, you can use ivermectin on horses. And that's sort of how it went. Gupta went on to try and convince Rogan to get vaccinated. Rogan said that he was once scheduled for the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, but the FDA pause caused him to not get it over a scheduling conflict. But obviously the pro-vaccine mandate crowd still just not having it. The women on The View called him both crazy and racist as they were breaking down the Sanjay Gupta podcast on The View. And it just, to me, it just sucks that the mandate has become such a polarizer for everyone.
Well, I think
I remember when you just had to support the shot and that was it. But now you got
Yeah. I mean, Joe Rogan kind of wanted this to happen, in my opinion. Like when he first came out and said it, he didn't strictly say that he was, taking the human form of ivermectin. I mean, I guess people that know Joe probably knew that was the case, but he left that question up in the air for people to kind of like, maybe hypothesize for themselves. And I think he did that on purpose versus just saying, hey, I am taking, this was prescribed by a doctor. This isn't the veterinary ivermectin. I know there's,
I think he always said he was prescribed, right?
No.
From
So
the
here's the issue. Here's the issue, right? Check it out. So FDA says ivermectin not efficient or effective, to treat COVID-19. That was their official statement, right? However, that doesn't mean that it's not at all, potentially, right? They just don't know, and that's the statement
Rogan's
they're making.
doctor prescribed it to him.
That's the statement they're making
of
now.
COVID-19.
If Rogan had gone on his pod, and look, I'm a fan of Joe Rogan, right? That the issue of CNN saying horse dewormer, that's not the bigger issue here. I think the bigger issue here is if Rogan had gone on his pod, right, which is a long form pod, and explained that he was taking a doctor prescribed ivermectin, why, etc. Cool.
But didn't he? Or
No,
did he
no,
not?
no, no.
I hadn't.
Instead, he went on Instagram Live, right? And
Right.
yes, people all around the country were and still are taking the fucking horse dewormers because that's what idiots do. And Rogan knows that idiots are out there, and he knows that he has influence, and he's smarter than that.
Yeah,
And he
we
got
did
on
that
Instagram-
video where he was like, "I've been taking ivermectin and I feel great." I remember that video,
Exactly.
but on his
So-
podcast, hadn't he said that it was prescribed by a doctor?
That was after.
I
That's what I'm
believe
saying. If
he
he had done
had.
that first, if his news of ivermectin, I'm just for me, it irritates me because Rogan's smarter than that, and he should be doing nothing.
Isn't
whatsoever.
CNN also smarter than that? In this case?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, of saying he took horse dewormer, that's just not correct news, right? So that's
Also,
their
the
issue as a
Daily
news
Beast
network.
got with the ivermectin fake story out of West Virginia. I mean, there was just a lot of fake news being flown around on the ivermectin shit in general.
My
I think
point is-
Joe Rogan should have been able to say that this specifically before there was any chance that people could think that he was taking horse medicine in that IGT video. Hey, this is ivermectin. I know you heard about the horse shit. This ain't it. This is not it.
Exactly. Rogan's that smart and he knows what's up. So like that's what disappointed me when Rogan did that because like there is idiots and they're in this country and they're influenced by people like Joe Rogan who are contrarians to mainstream ideas. And he needs to know that he has their ear and I don't know, bear some responsibility. He needs to be a little more responsible. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah, well, people aren't even mad about the ivermectin thing anymore. At this point, they're more upset about him being unvaccinated, as they are with everybody who's unvaccinated. And like I was saying, it's all come down to, this mandate stuff. Anyways, not fun. Not a fun topic. Number 2, the Washington football team. Another unfun topic all the time. The football team did a surprise announcement on Thursday, surprise in quotation marks, that they will be retiring Sean Taylor's number 21 jersey this weekend on Sunday. It's long overdue. The legendary safety Sean Taylor has been one of the only bright spots for Washington football team fans during the entire Dan Snyder era, and he was tragically murdered while defending his wife and daughter in a home invasion in November 2007. But seems just a little fishy to have his retirement ceremony now, considering this is a huge event for the team. They're playing a game where they're probably going to lose against the Chiefs. It was announced on extremely short notice, just 3 days, and all while the cheerleaders are still demanding the NFL release Dan Snyder's emails, just
Look,
all that
Will,
stuff going on.
Well, it's the 14-year anniversary of his death.
No, Pat, next in November it is.
Oh, it's the 13th-year anniversary
In 11 months.
of his death.
Yeah.
So
in
look,
11 months.
I'm just saying, okay, it makes sense, right? It makes sense.
no sense at all. It makes no sense at all that they would never ever tell anybody that this was happening until 3. So here's the tweet. Let me take it to the internet where here's the Washington football team. They announced at 6 a.m. On October 14th, there will never be another 21. On Sunday, we will officially retire Sean Taylor's number.
Let me give some perspective here. I'm over here in Rutherford, New Jersey, right? I can see the Giants Stadium from where we tape the podcast. My hairstylist, right? Big football fan. We always chat football when I get my hair cut. He's a Falcons guy. This is I want to say like 3 months ago. 3 months ago, we're sitting there getting my hair cut. I'm like, you going to go to any games this year? And he goes, man, I'd love to. Falcons are coming to the Meadowlands, but it's the game that they're retiring Eli Manning's jersey. So tickets are like significantly more expensive. That was 3 months ago, right? That game happened 2 weeks ago, right? It was like a 2.5 month planning at least situation. This is fucking weird, dude, and fucking bullshit.
Yeah. Well,
You don't do this. You don't throw a ceremony 3 days in advance.
Pat, you don't, but you might in case of what you're trying to do in this meme, which is at Depressed Skins fan did the Flex Seal meme, where the guy's slapping the Flex Seal onto the leaking tank.
Kills the leak, yeah.
And the guy is Dan Snyder, and the tank is leaking. It says, team you own getting dragged by the fans and the media. And then the Flex Seal is slapping retire Sean Taylor 21 onto the tank that's leaking because that's what he's doing. He knows that like Sean Taylor is such a special person to Washington football team fans that he's just invoking this thing that you can't be upset about because it's long overdue. They should have retired him for the jersey for a long time. And so you can't be upset that they're doing it, but you can be upset in the way they're doing it. And then team president Jason Wright, he gets on Twitter and he apologizes. He says, we wanted to do something long overdue by retiring players' numbers. Months ago, we planned for Bobby Mitchell and Sean Taylor to be the first two. Seeing the reaction, I'm very sorry that the short notice does not properly reflect the impact Sean had. President's brief to come, and it just sucks for Jason Wright, who has to like clean up all of Dan Snyder's fucking messes.
I woke up yesterday morning and I was scrolling through Instagram and like, there was Sean Taylor highlights everywhere, and I was like, oh shit, it's Sean Taylor's birthday. No, that's in April.
People were just remembering him because he's so great, and then he trended for this.
Yeah, but like, what the fuck, bro? I couldn't figure it out. I was like, why is Sean Taylor everywhere? Oh, okay.
Because they're distracting from the fact that they won't release Dan Snyder's emails that the cheerleaders allege there's probably a shitload of sexual harassment inside of, and the NFL is just not going to release them. So it's a distraction.
So a one day distraction.
Yeah, the phone call to Sean Taylor's
3-day
family.
distraction.
Hi guys, what are you doing Sunday?
Enough to get it out of the news cycle, Wes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah, that's Dan Snyder for you. It's amazing that he runs a shitty NFL team, right?
Yeah, they're asking me about the titties again. Let's just retire Sean's number already.
What do you expect from me, man?
21. What do we got in the bag? All right, 21. Retire.
All right, number one, the cream of the crop today.
The cream of the crop!
It's Friday, so we're going to end with a fun one, right? As we always do on Friday. Let's see. The school administrator in South Lake, Texas, who said they needed books with opposing views on the Holocaust. You guys ready for this one?
I want to hear this one, man.
Just kidding. Although that did happen this week. It did. Let's go with a different feel-good one. It's robot dogs with guns mounted on them.
Okay.
Just kidding. But that's a real thing, and I think they're going on sale really soon.
No, it couldn't.
What do you mean
be,
sale?
Because that's the Boston Dynamic dog, and
legit, and a gun. Yep.
And
they make them now.
That's why Mischief, the art collective, did that activation.
There's a company making them now
with the paintball gun. But Mischief got
real guns.
Mischief got a cease and desist.
Oh no! But they've teamed up with people that put real guns on them now.
Yeah, remember you can buy those dogs now.
No, I know, but you're not like. What I'm saying is, when Mischief put a paintball gun on him, Boston Dynamics was like, no, you cannot mount a.
Okay,
firearm.
well, it looks like Roston Dynamics retrofitted a dog and put a gun on it, so it's happening.
The gun manufacturer can do it now. That's the thing, is you can buy these fucking robots and then just customize them however the fuck you want.
Are you not listening to what I'm saying? No, you can't.
I'm telling you.
I guess you can now, but that was the whole thing that you couldn't.
Look at this thing. That's
because they knew Boston Dynamics knew this was going to happen. It's the whole
Okay.
reason they made these fucking things.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's true. I got you guys again though, because that's not feel good. Let's end it with the real feel good story at number one, the cream of the crop, and it's that the police have finally brought Alex Murdaugh into custody, presumably without the use of murder robots to assist them. The 53-year-old drug-addicted lawyer, you guys may remember him from South Carolina.
That is a next-level creepy-ass mugshot, bro. Put that back up. Oh, my God.
He's got the top button buttoned on his collared shirt.
One more time. Dude, the top of his eyebrows are in the middle of his face. I've never seen that before.
No eyebrows either. They're clear.
Yeah, he's
they're
borderline albino.
They're clear.
Yeah.
He's got a huge forehead and a low hairline somehow. How do you have both a low hairline and a huge forehead?
Looks like he lost a bunch of weight.
Yeah,
he was
in rehab, Wes.
Yeah,
you know that albino monk from the Opus Dei cult in that what's the Tom Hanks movie where he solves the riddles, the mysteries in the Louvre. Tom Hanks.
Da Vinci Code.
Da Vinci Code. He looks like the albino monk for Da Vinci Code.
Self-flagellator. Yeah, he just shaves his head a little bit there. So he was arrested, quote, upon his release from a drug facility in Orlando. A spokesperson for the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division said he was taken into custody on 2 felony counts of obtaining property by false pretenses tied to the 2018 mysterious death of his longtime housekeeper, Gloria Satterfield. So, guys, I know we've covered this on the podcast before, but I just want to recap. Murdaugh has been accused of collecting more than $4 million in insurance, but then never giving it to her surviving sons, the housekeeper, Gloria. This is, of course, in addition to admitting to allegedly trying to have his drug dealer kill him to aid him in a life insurance fraud scheme for his one living son, Buster, last month, and potentially more charges that could come since he's also a person of interest in the unsolved double slaying of his wife and other son in June, as well as the millions he's likely embezzled from the family law firm that's being investigated. And finally, the fact that a former housekeeper who he never paid her sons out for the life insurance, she died in his house under mysterious circumstances under an alleged trip and fall accident. Basically, Alex Murdaugh, this guy, the creepy guy, is the angel of death.
You're skipping a couple deaths there, Will. You're missing 2 deaths.
There's more deaths than that?
Uh-huh. Yeah, there's the death
boat.
of one of his son's suspected lovers, right, who was found beaten to death on the road.
Wow.
And then there's the death of the girl who was on his boat that his son was
Son's
driving.
boat, yeah.
Crashed into
So
a
even
bridge.
more deaths. He could be potentially
He's tied to a lot of
investigated
death.
for.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He's like six murders that this guy is going to be investigated for. Basically, everywhere he goes, that creepy guy, somebody dies. So good thing they got him locked up now. And that's today's cup of coffee in the big time, which was brought to you by Raycon wireless earbuds. Raycon sent us all a pair of these wireless earbuds, and they've become my go-tos. I've got other more expensive pairs of wireless earbuds around the house, but the comfort and the battery life of Raycons has unseated all other wireless earbuds that I own. The Raycons are the number one. They go in the car. They go wherever I go because I use them all the time. They're stylish no matter which style you choose. Raycons offer 8 hours of playtime and 32 hours of battery life. Raycons start at just half the price of other premium audio brands, but they sound just as good. And Raycons come with a 45-day happiness guarantee. Right now, Hard Factor listeners can get 15% off their Raycon order at buyraycon.com/hardfactor. That's buyraycon.com/hardfactor to save 15% on Raycons. Buyraycon.com/hardfactor.
All right. A little more business before we get into the TikTok international moment. Credit card bills are keeping you up at night, aren't they? Interest rates. Yeah, they are. I know they are. It's okay. Interest rates in the double digits. I know. Yeah. Mine were too. But you got to be smart. You got to pay off your credit card balances with a credit card consolidation loan from Lightstream. One of the best ways to save money and get your credit under control.
Oh, yeah.
Rates start at 4.98 APR with auto pay and excellent credit. Plus, the rate is fixed, so it'll never go up over the life of your loan. Get a loan from $5,000 to $100,000 with absolutely no fees. You can get your money as soon as the same day that you apply, too. So it's very quick. Lightstream believes that people with good credit deserve a better loan experience, and that's what they deliver. So just for our listeners, apply now and get a special interest rate discount and save even more. The only way to get this discount is to go to lightstream.com/factor. That's lightstream.com/factor. Subject to credit approval, rates range from 4.98 APR to 19.99% APR and include 0.5 auto pay discount. Lowest rate requires excellent credit. Terms and conditions apply, and offers are subject to change without notice. Visit lightstream.com/factor for more information. Honestly, if you're dealing with some high credit card debt, this is a very, very good way to put some extra money in your pocket and save yourself lots of money. So,
Oh, yeah.
go ahead and check it out. All righty.
It's time for the TikTok International Moment.
Oh, yeah.
You like that?
Just mumbling to
Yeah,
it?
just
I love
mumbling
it.
while I find the clip. First up, the international TikTok international moment, excuse me.
Thank you.
We are going to the hometown of Hard Factor's football club, Leeds, England. But not to talk about soccer. This time we are going to talk about sprinkles. Sprinkles, like the colorful ones you put on cupcakes or frozen yogurt and shit. You guys sprinkle guys?
Yeah, huge rainbow. Come
I
on.
don't know. I'm more of like like the colored sugar guy. You know,
What's
Colored sugar guy.
that's what sprinkles are, Will.
no sprinkles are like the long. I'm just saying, like, give me like a nice, like a big like a sugar. You know,
No.
I mean,
This is
like,
what a
are you talking
sprinkle
about on
looks like.
ice cream?
That's what a sprinkle is right there.
Nah. See, like, I'm not with that. If it's on a brownie or something, I want just like a colored sugar. I don't want
What is that?
like a sugar cookie. You know, like it's coated, it's like dusted in a colored sugar. Like it's not like just if you're gonna decorate a pastry for me, I would rather have it just be the sugar that's been colored and that's it. I don't want a sprinkle. I don't want a full sprinkle because the full sprinkle's got like the coating on it. There's a
Right.
sugar coating on the sprinkle. There's like a whatever the inside. What is the inside of a sprinkle?
It's just sugar.
Okay, so there's a sugar coating on a different like little tube sugar inside. It's just, to me, I'd rather just the plain. You know, don't keep it simple.
It's just
Got it.
colored sugar. Okay. Yeah.
Check.
Yeah.
Write that down.
I'll never turn down a sprinkle, but I'll also never ask for a sprinkle. It's kind of like when you do coke with a stranger, you know. It's one of those deals.
I'll ask anytime. If I send someone as a bag, pre-fentanyl, of course. If I send someone as a bag,
Yeah.
what are you doing? What kind of stuff into?
Wes is very respectful.
Yeah.
gotta
Well, I'm
pee?
talking about if you're already sitting there doing it with the guy, and then you know he's going to offer you more.
Yeah, it gets
I'm not
real
gonna be
awkward,
like-
but
It
that's
does,
an
it
awkwardness
does.
I'll ride out.
Yeah. Eventually, those do start asking, I guess. Anyway, Sprinklegate, as they are calling it over there, has erupted out of a local bakery there called Get Baked after a patron reported the bakery to trading standards for using illegal sprinkles on their cakes, which has sparked outrage on both sides of this hilarious rant on social media from Get Baked owner posted to their 53,000 followers on Facebook. Here's a couple of the quotes. First one is, this weekend has been utterly sensational. We've had customer visits from countless cities, sold fuck tons of Bruce. That's their famous cake that requires these sprinkles in various forms. And not to mention a lovely visit from Trading Standards on Friday after someone reported us for using what are apparently illegal sprinkles. So, yeah, the sprinkle the baker was using contained some colorings that are not allowed in the UK, and people are saying like maybe some plastic in there. I don't know. Only problem is this kind of sprinkle is essentially is like I said, it's the best sprinkle, and they use it on the top selling items. So
That lets you know something about sprinkles right there. I'll tell you, is that the best sprinkle is potentially illegal. It lets
Well, okay. Wes,
yes,
real quick.
yeah.
So is this a sprinkle that they were using regularly, or did they bring in a different distributor who maybe was bringing in illegal sprinklers?
No. So let me just clarify. The baker also posted this on Facebook. Let me just big it up so I can read it. He thinks that British sprinkles are absolute shit. He said, we have heard back from the trading standards and have been told that we must cease our use of sprinkles with immediate effect. Obviously, we'll be following the rules and removing them as of now. While this might seem like it's not a big deal, it's actually very fucking annoying, as a lot of people ask for birthday Bruce's cakes and the glazed donut cookies that have these sprinkles on them. So they're best selling, but because they're great. It's highly unlikely we'll find any legal sprinkles that will use a replacement. British sprinkles just aren't the same. They're total shit, and I hate them.
Tell us how you really feel, CEO of Get Baked.
Yeah. So he's very mad because he thinks that British sprinkles are absolute shit. He followed this with saying, my daughter, who is now 7 months, has to live with the fact that daddy can't take her to Disneyland because man can't sell any fucking cookies. Done and done.
How did you leave out the line, I am extremely passionate about sprinkles?
I thought I said that. Sorry.
Oh, good Lord. What's up?
Yeah.
And then he blames no trip to Disneyland on the spring. This is so dramatic. This guy.
Well, they're fucking with his best-selling items.
Well, it's swap out the sprinkles, man. It's not gonna kill sales. Wait, he's telling everybody about the sprinkle swap.
Yeah, coming
He
from
could've
you
kept
who
it under wraps.
likes butt sprinkles, bro.
Look,
like,
I wouldn't even have tasted this cake if he wanted me to.
No.
But I as advice that I'll give him, he should just swap the sprinkles and keep it to himself.
He should just put welfare sprinkles on his fucking prize cake, bro. Is that what you're saying?
What's the big deal with the English sprinkles? Wes?
They suck, apparently.
Yeah, they're
You
just
heard
not
the
as
man.
good. They're not as
Okay, is it
the
the
coloring's
color?
off.
Okay.
they've got some good baked goods over there. You'd think they'd be all right, but America does better sprinkles. We're the king of sprinkles over
I
here.
mean, it's insane that somebody could get this guy on this bullshit technicality in England. That's bullshit. Like these laws probably shouldn't exist in the first place. Like what's a legal sprinkle or not a legal sprinkle, but this guy is really making a bigger deal out of it than needs to be.
Yeah. By the way, I tried to look up colored sugar cookies, but I can't really find.
You know what he's
any
talking about? It's like when you're at like a cookie exchange, the
Don't
cookies
worry,
that you
Wes,
don't
Wes,
want
I'll get you a picture. Don't worry.
that have
Okay.
like the really hard, usually like green or red.
Oh, those. Yes. Okay.
No. This is
Those are good, too.
This is a dusting. I'll get something here.
I know with Pat's talk, they're very popular at Christmas, like the red sugar. Yes. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll
They're the
take
type
that
of-
year round. A sugar cookie dusted with that seasoned color of sugar is just perfect for me.
Yeah, it's the type of cookie you get when you're volunteering at the Salvation Army. That's the
Yeah.
type of cookie they give you.
Mhm.
It's a pre-diabetes cookie. It's all nothing but sugar. Whole thing.
Those are delicious too. I
to
actually
bottom.
prefer those to sprinkles as well. Will, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm looking at pictures of them right now, but you know what I'm talking about, and it's just it's like rock candy that's been crushed up.
I think we
Yeah,
gotta
this
move
is-
on.
Yeah. Okay. Guys, it's Friday, so that means it's Florida Man Friday, and damn it if I can't resist a good Florida horse fucking story. So, Jane's horse on Twitter, you're not gonna like this one, so I apologize, guys. I want you to meet 57-year-old. Where did he go? Where is this horse fucker? 57-year-old Santiago Victoria Fellsmere. There he is. And Pat, he's got that same smock on, the guy at the Patreon, Florida Man, with hat on. Looks like he's about to get a haircut in his mugshot.
Yeah, I think it's
I don't know what
is Brevard County.
It might be. I don't know. It's Vero Beach, wherever that is. So, anyway, about a week ago, a mini horse owner in Vero Beach walked into her barn and noticed something a little strange, that her mini horse had a bungee cords and signs of being tied up really, really, really tightly around its neck. They're like ligatures is what they're, I guess, the marks.
Freaky
So-
horse.
Yeah. The horse was getting down. So the owner installed a video camera in the barn to find out exactly what was going on. And lo and behold, a few days later, in the middle of the night, in comes Santiago, and he just absolutely fucks the shit out of this mini horse.
Oh my
yeah.
goodness.
Yeah, you're regretting the camera at that point.
Oh yeah, you're crying. Yeah.
How many mini horse fuckers have we come across just in Florida?
Lots.
It's an
It's
epidemic.
the mini horse fucking capital of the world, I think.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So, in fact, according to the police report, Santiago left and came back 3 times over the course of what had to be the longest night of that mini horse's life.
It's got that
And-
good.
Oh,
Yeah. So this guy fucked that horse 4 times in one night. I mean, he just kept coming back.
I
what
mean,
the fuck, man?
once you pop,
He just couldn't get enough. So
was it a
yeah.
was it a male horse? Was it a female horse?
You tell me. That looks like it could be a male horse.
It
I don't know if
doesn't
that's the
matter.
actual horse. It doesn't matter.
What's up with mini horses? And then why is there this whole obvious like big subculture of dudes who fuck mini horses?
The height of the mini horse? Will, what are you talking about?
Yeah, it's a perfect height.
It's the most bangable animal.
It's a perfect
It's a
height.
Average of 34 inches tall, so like a little under 3 feet tall. So,
Oh.
that's probably at the head. So where's the B hole or the V hole?
Yeah, okay. So after waking up from passing out while watching the surveillance video, the owner called the Indian County Sheriff, and they arrested Santiago, who admitted he wasn't allowed in the barn and definitely wasn't allowed to be fucking the mini horses. So Santiago was arrested.
You got me.
Yeah, you got me. There's 2 things I'm not allowed to do here. You got me.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah. Santiago was arrested and charged with 3 counts of burglary of a structure and transported to the Indian River County Jail, where his bond is $75,000.
Wait. Why did Santiago know he wasn't supposed to be in the barn? Wait.
That's a tidbit that I'm not sure about. I don't know if he worked for them.
But his barn privileges were taken away for apparently very good reason.
Yeah.
Santiago, you're looking at those horses weird, man. I don't want you in the barn.
Santiago must have been. If he was around during the day, no way he was keeping it cool.
Santiago, I swear to God, if you bring flowers for the miniature horses one more fucking time, you're off this farm.
Yeah. He was always going over there way too many times during the day.
Oh, I know. He was previously convicted of a DUI and was violating probation by, I guess, being out and about.
Oh,
or
Not all he
something.
was violating.
Yeah.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, shouldn't have been out and about. Finally, let's go to Thailand, where high floodwaters are shutting down businesses left and right. At least they were last week. And Riverside restaurant owner Titty Porn. Yes, her name, apparently, if you see this video, I'm not sure if it's a man or a woman, but it's Titty Poor Judamanan was convinced that she was going to be the next business to go down. But instead of throwing in the towel, Titty Porn said, fuck it. Let's just stay open. And customers loved it. And here's a video of the fun. So basically, this restaurant's right on the water. And the water is already kind of up to their ankles as they sit outside on these tables. And as boats go by, waves come, and then the diners have to stand up and be like, whoa, before they get washed away. And their pants get soaked by these floodwaters.
And people are enjoying this.
People love it. They love the ambiance. They love the experience.
It's like that dirt ass brown, floodwater brown, though. Like it's,
right.
you know,
Oh, it's disgusting water. Yeah.
This
I mean,
is like
there's
the Thai kids that like couldn't stop gaming. Like they were gaming
Right,
while
exactly.
they're fucking.
There's
water.
there's
Yeah.
titty porn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So-
that's his name, Titty Porn. You're right.
Yeah.
That is.
I told you.
that is the real name.
I wasn't making it up.
That's their name.
Yeah.
Titty porn.
So yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm shocked that that's all a real thing. The name, the person themselves, Titty Porn, and then also the floodwater patio. What?
Right.
So is Titty Porn charging extra for the floodwater experience, or
I no, he only opens. There's 2 seatings a day because I don't think he wants to deal with this.
High tide and low tide.
There you go. Probably yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 seatings a day, and customers love it. One guy said it's a fun challenge. You don't know if you'll get washed away somewhere while eating, and
But
Titty
you won't.
Porn's very happy.
Piss.
Okay.
Well, you're, at the
That's
You
table.
guys
true.
you guys eat there? Would you guys eat there?
Hell no. That looked like the dumbest shit I ever seen. Why the fuck are you gonna get disturbed by some water while you're eating? That doesn't make any sense.
Could you imagine trying to take an American woman there
Oh,
on a date?
Well, look, like there are, I've seen when I was filming in the Caribbean, and people, we had a scene where it's part of like this like glamorous thing you can buy at these resorts where they literally set a table up in the water, in the cool Caribbean water, and you dine there in the water.
What color was the
look-
water, Wes?
It's crystal clear.
yeah, I can see like if I could go to town on like a shrimp cocktail at the edge
Yeah.
of pool, but I'm not. I don't know about this. Like
Yeah,
this is floodwater.
it
But-
is nasty water. So, but they're having a good time. Let them have a good time. Yeah,
Mhm.
make them lemon, lay it out a lemon.
I mean, I'm glad Titty Porn's doing well. It's really helping the business out.
Titty Porn's loving it. Titty Porn really likes it. So that's that.
Yeah, well, all right. Hey, guys, real quick, I want to talk to you about mental health. Here's the deal. We often prioritize productivity over how we feel mentally, and that can be damaging long term. We've all done it, right? Really head down, just working through the night, working through the week, not taking time for yourself, and it has its consequences. Mental health is the most important thing that you can take care of. It's the most important
Just
thing,
farting
period.
all over yourself. Just
Absolutely. In terms of how well you feel. So Talkspace, our partner, makes it easy to match with a licensed therapist and get confidential, convenient, and affordable support for your mental health. And if you haven't done therapy before, you need to. That's just the deal. I was trepidatious about it at first. I'd done it when I was a kid, hadn't done it as an adult. When Talkspace came on as a sponsor, I tried it out. I also got my medication switched with Talkspace. It was super easy. They set me up with a counselor. They have like 900 different counselors. Like no matter what you're fucked up with, they got someone to take care of you. They got couples counseling. They got drug counseling. They got depression counseling. They got all sorts of counseling. And it's totally anonymous, super easy. You don't have to leave your house. It's a great way to start therapy. I seriously recommend it. And if you guys want to, you can maybe get a little discount, right? That's the way it works when you listen to Hard Factor and you hang out with our partners. So if you want to get $100 off your first month of Talkspace, you can go to Talkspace.com and use promo code HARDFACTOR. That's one word. And you can absolutely start feeling better tomorrow. You got to take a step. That's just the deal. So it's $100 off when you use the code HARDFACTOR at Talkspace.com. If you feel like your mental health has been stuck on the sidelines, Talkspace is here to help. So, and then real quick, once you get straight mentally, you're going to want to get straight from a fit perspective. And the absolute best way to do that is with Bird Dogs. Longtime sponsor of the show. Bird Dogs are a pant and short company. They come with a built-in silky soft inner liner that makes underwear obsolete. Right now they got their khakis and their joggers for the fall and the winter. I have not taken my joggers off. They're absolutely comfortable. I flew to Montana and met with an old man who thought I was wearing slacks, but I wasn't. They were my joggers. Couldn't tell the difference, right? And they were so comfortable. I wore them to the restaurant. No one gave me a second look. It's just the new technology of pant, guys. Pant has changed, and Bird Dogs is leading the charge. They stole Lululemon's designer. They do dope stuff. They also have that stretchy material, the stretch fabric, right? So, like, if you got bigger thighs like me, I'm a 3-hander. Takes 3 hands to get around my thighs. It doesn't matter because it just form fits to my thigh, right? Whereas like normal pants, a lot of times,
you slide these things on, whether it's the shorts, the joggers, or the khakis, you're just gonna feel like a new man, the most comfortable new man imaginable.
You can get the pants without the liner too if you want. So if you want to get them without the liner, you can.
If you're an underwear guy, that's fine. And if you go to birddogs.com right now and you enter promo code FACTOR, they'll throw in a free Bird Dogs whistle ball. Remember the Nerf Vortex Howler footballs?
Yeah.
They whistle when you throw them. That's these.
You can throw them to the North Star.
Oh, absolutely, bro. You'll be like Aaron Rodgers in that Progressive commercial. Throwing one of these things. It'll impress the ladies. It's that same Nerf football, just with a Bird Dogs logo on it. Birddogs.com, promo code FACTOR. Boom, free Bird Dogs whistle ball. With your pair of Bird Dogs, you will not take these things off. I promise you. Okay, guys, time for voicemails and reviews. If you're new to the show, here's the deal. We have a voicemail number, 512-270-1480. Did I get it?
Yep.
Hell yeah. You can call that. You can leave a voicemail. Questions are encouraged. That's the deal. And we'll play select voicemails on every Friday show. Also, 5-star reviews, Apple Podcasts, right? That's our biggest platform in terms of how people consume the pod. Reviews, mucho important in terms of our placement, what's called editorial, right? Where Apple Podcasts takes notice and says, oh, shit, man, this Daily News podcast fucks hard because there's so many great reviews on it. Bam, we better put them in the feeder program to success, right? You can help with that by leaving a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. And here's the deal. If it's 5 stars, right? Not 4, not 3, but 5, okay? We will read whatever that review is verbatim. Let's get into reviews first, okay? So here's our first 5-star review. This is from Anthony Lavaco, Fat Boy Pizza, cheesesteak pizza with vodka sauce, pepperoni, and bacon. Give it a try. Shout out Enzo's Pizza of Jackson, New Jersey. Bella Napoli of Clarksburg, New Jersey, for always hooking it up. HAGFW.
Oh, man, Anthony.
Sounds
What a great.
delightful.
Can you put that back up, please, for a second? Okay, so cheesesteak with pepperoni and bacon. I like it. And vodka sauce. What's the difference between vodka sauce and regular tomato sauce on a pizza?
Vodka sauce is a cream-based sauce. It's cream and tomato mixed together. Yeah, so I think I've
Bacon
tried
on a pizza is just so good.
That
it's
sounds
so good, bro.
delicious.
I think I've tried Bella Napoli in Clarksburg, New Jersey. I'll get back to you on that, Anthony. Great review. Okay, this one is from QED, CFEA, XV, JJY. Changing my review does make it show up, right? So we got into this a little bit. If you curse in the reviews, a lot of times Apple will they'll throttle them. They don't pop up. We don't get to see them. So if you're gonna curse, use code, but no racist code because Wes, our symbologist, will catch it. Here it is. I have no idea how to change my name on here though. Yeah, okay. Anyway, I guess my Will and Biden line worked because it's Thursday, and Will hasn't once flipped out about that family. Anyway, you guys rock. Spend money on the Patreon. They all got kids, cats, dogs to feed. That's true. We do.
It's a good point, but I do believe I brought up Hunter Biden at least once this week.
That's
So,
okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. This next one, I think is bullshit, but I'm gonna read it because it's 5 stars. This is from Pod God 12345. Okay, well it's I don't know what your pod is. Pod God says 5 stars, but this podcast would be better if they weren't always trying to be funny. You guys aren't comedians and are kind of cringy.
Oh, get out of here, pod god.
Yeah, to that pod god, I'll say fuck you. And we've been making a living, a modest one at that, for the last almost 4 years, telling jokes on this podcast. So we
Yeah.
are comedians, pod god. Maybe not good ones, but we're comedians.
Take that, pod god.
Yeah. What would you
Funny.
prefer we do?
Funnier than Pod God, I guarantee you that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, bro. Pod God thinks he's hilarious. Well, Pod God's just a hater, man. Haters, they're going to hate. Final one, guys. This is from YNA, Johnny Boy, or YNWA, Johnny Boy. These guys, I love the sports updates, even if they are old the next morning. The political dynamic of this group is perfect. Yes, including you, Pat, HAGFD.
My boy, Johnny Boy. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, you might not hear as many day after game reports, but don't worry. I'm gonna get something. I'm gonna get something in there every once in a while.
My favorite cut on the sports updates of all time was, I think it was Will or Mark asked if you worked for the network. That you
That was Mark.
Well, yeah, but that was an entire day of games. That was across many networks. That was, if I worked for one network, I'd be pushing specific games. I am a fan of sport and of gambling and of good times. So I just think, I love sports, and they
It's all
trend a
good.
lot. They trend a lot.
Who ain't, baby? All right, first voicemail. This is from this is Joey from California. Here we go, Joey.
It's Joey from California. So my question is for Mark, Will, and Wes. What's the movie you guys see? You're flipping through the channels and you have to stop and watch it every single time, no matter what. For myself, it has to be any Tarantino movie that I see. Fucking guy makes great fucking movies. You can get me every time. I didn't want to ask this to Pat because I already knew his answer would be cuties. So, all right, boys, let me know and have a great fucking day.
Joke's on you, Joey. Hasn't hit broadcast television yet.
It's true. He would have to see the trailer on Netflix. Wes, you want to go first? You want me to go first?
Go ahead. I'm trying to.
I was thinking about this earlier. Pat let me know it was going to be a question, and I have a bit of a unique answer. Probably either of the two original Batmans. So the Michael Keaton Batmans, big time fans of those. Also, like Braveheart, Snatch, Big Lebowski, any of those three as well. TV probably stays on there.
I'm curious. What is the trajectory of Batman?
I like the originals the best. I think, like, I recently rewatched the Jack Nicholson. I don't want to say it's better than the Dark Knight, but
It's
his Joker
definitely
was,
not better than the Dark Knight.
his Joker was amazing, dude. Prince did the entire soundtrack. Go back and watch that movie again. It's underrated.
Yeah.
Well, I guess what I'm saying, it was Keaton, Kilmer, Clooney,
Yeah, Bale.
Bale.
Right.
Okay, yeah, I vibe on that. Wes,
I would say Shawshank because it's my favorite movie, but a lot of times I just don't have the time to give to it. But honestly, we talked about it kind of earlier on the 40-Minute Friday. If Catch Me If You Can is on TV, I will watch it every single time.
Great movie. Yeah.
yeah.
Also on TV a lot.
I guess I can answer this because, again, Cutie's not on broadcast yet. But I'll kind of echo Wes's in any Spielberg that's on. I mean, period. If there's a Spielberg on,
Any Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park,
Oh,
bro.
Jurassic Park
except
is a good one.
War of the Worlds, I'm not fucking with. But any other Spielberg I'm in on, man, I vibe hard on Commando. If I ever get lucky enough to see Commando on TV, I'm dropping everything, bro.
That's good. Also Pattinson, latest Batman.
Pattinson was okay. Did that come out yet?
No, not yet. A new trailer drops like this weekend, I think.
Okay. Next voicemail. Here we go. This is Mark Bart from Missouri.
What's up, boys? This is Pious Pothead Bart from Missouri here. So you guys had this fine gentleman, what's that, Dr. Lickadee? Well, I don't know where he got his doctorate from. Maybe it came from like an operation box or something like that. 'Cause, man, I tell you what, that doctor, he ain't got nothing. I mean, that was some pretty low-hanging fruit for him to pick at, if he wants to do some insults, at least come up with something better. Like, come on, dude, happier. I don't know, just a suggestion. You know, you seem a little angry there, Bubba. But if being angry at other people, you know, helps you out, then I guess go for it. But if you ever want to cheer up, smoke a little bit of weed. Speaking of, what are your guys' favorite strains? I like Clementine. Real good sativa. Anyway, you guys let me know.
Whoa. Clementine. I'm guessing it's related to Tangy or something, which is
So if you missed last week's episode, Dr. Lickity's longtime member of the Hive, look, he's electric. That's just where it's at. He sometimes drinks himself out of the ability to compete, but when he's on his way
Not anymore.
to get, he's on the sober train.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Then he's fucking electric. He's unstoppable. He's absolutely unstoppable.
yeah, he's actually gonna turn down that weed offer, and he's just gonna fucking scream at Bart for that. That's gonna be so. But I love how Bart's just like fucking taunting the shit out of him. It's amazing. Like,
well, I wouldn't. I mean, look, Mark kind of like prefaced that first thing he said was he was a pothead, right? And then he tried, you know, he took some shots at Lickity's, but they're just going to bounce right off him. Like Lickity's is wearing the Batman suit of armor.
Oh, he's going to be angry with that one. Yeah, he's going to come back with the fire. But what is your guys'
strain?
Favorite strain? Mine's a weird one. Alaskan Thunderfuck is probably my favorite. Also Blueberry. Those two.
Sure.
I like them because they're American.
I couldn't tell you because every time you try to pin one down, right, it just shifts from like, you know, like I was messing with like a just straight sativa vape up here in New Jersey, right? Because that's what I had down in Texas, and I was really liking it, and it's just different, right? So I can.
Yeah, I mean, and also nowadays, if you're messing with the vapes and stuff, it's all blends of different stuff, and you know.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
What I think it was Durban Poison was the one that I loved out in Reno when I was smoking.
Yeah.
Wasn't that what it was?
That's a nice sativa. Yeah, Durban Poison's a great.
That
one.
was.
I know you did try it. Yeah,
very nice.
I'll say the Jack Harrer stuff we smoked at the first Cannabis Cup we went to. Not a strain, but a brand. But I thought it was fantastic. Oh, it is also.
It is a strain as well.
Yeah, it's also
Both,
a strain.
yeah.
I thought it was fantastic. Okay, next one, y'all.
That's a good one.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. That's the same one. So,
bring the next one up,
whoopsies.
We'll do the West.
Here we go.
Hey boys, it's Colin from California. So I was listening to today's episode. It's Friday, and you know, it's like that Dr. Lickety guy. Like, he's pretty funny. Like, he made a pretty good funny today. And, like, he was talking about me and Otis, like, jerking each other off, but, like, are you really friends if you don't jerk your buddy off? And, you know, he said some very mean stuff, but it was pretty funny. So, Dr. Lickety, you know, like, I hope you have a wonderful day, bud, you know? So, you know, I still love you, dude. But, hey, do you think you could roast me a little bit more, bud?
You could hear the pain in Colin's voice.
Yeah, you could.
Colin's trying to kill him with kindness. Oh no, it's not going to work.
Just running through him. He's in their heads.
Oh yeah, he is.
It's not going to work. He's preparing the cipher right now.
Yeah, he's just out in space in their heads. All right, guys. Final voicemail.
So RBG isn't the cool cat, progressive icon we all thought she was. Now that she's not down with the cause for Cap. Pat, I hope you don't take too many trips out to the trash can pulling down all those RBG posters. Tell you what, bud, if you need some new posters of icons to put up around the pad, let me know. I'll slide in your DMs and I'll be more than happy to foot the bill. Love you, boys. Have a great fucking day.
Nice. Okay. But what posters are you gonna make this guy buy? He
I'm
might not
cool.
like it.
I've got all the posters I need right here. Guys that never let me down. Cal Ripken Jr. and his steroid ass.
Nice.
Jerry Rice signed, and most importantly, Jordan Palmer, Carson Palmer's brother.
Oh, that's a real good one.
That's all I need, man. These guys stand the test of time.
You need this one.
Did the RBG poster though? Did it get taken down, or is it still up?
I don't have an RBG poster, bro.
There you go.
Look, I am a feminist.
That's
she
the
did
new
a
one.
lot. She did
Yeah,
a
that's
lot
the new
for women's rights and generally for our country as one of the overlords the Supreme Court just
I
got.
know. It's just so damn disappointing, you know?
It is. It is disappointing. But whatever.
It is. It is.
You know. Anyway, that's gonna do it for Hard Factor. Thank you guys so much for listening. We deeply appreciate you. Hey, tell a friend about Hard Factor. It helps grow this show. Thank you to all the members of the Hive, boys and girls. Thank you to all our patrons. If you want to, we had a lot of new patrons this week, which is very cool. So real quick on Patreon, patreon.com/Hard Factor. We do 2 bonus shows a week. We do Florida Man Friday and the Hive Hour. Wes does a monthly podcast called Half a Pack with Wes. We have
Coming
a Discord, which is very active.
Yes.
A number of different gambling picks, crypto picks, stock picks. I run a weekly NFL parlay pool in there. And then we
it's
do a
all
monthly
kinds of
happy hour
madness.
for the Send in the Car tier, exclusive merch, bunch of different stuff. Check it out. It's an easy way to support us, and it's a lot of fun. We love doing it. Love interacting with our patrons. Patreon.com/Hard Factor, and have a great fucking weekend.
Patreon.com/Hard Factor.